I just want to get on and say, men, we need to do better as fathers. We need to stand up and be in our children's lives. They need us out here because they're being programmed to be video gamers. And we all know in this real world, video gamers don't pay no bills. And they're watching video games. People play video games for hours. They're watching on the telephone, they're watching on the computers, they're playing it on the game. So we need to do more and spend more time and teach them some values, some morals, some things that will help them make it through life because it's our job as fathers to be there for our kids. And as a father, it saddens me to know that my children are being programmed, and it's a battle to try to get them deprogrammed. But I think we can win this race if we stand up as men and be more fathers to our children. You know, I know it's some struggles between fathers and mothers, but as men, we need to be better fathers. We just do our part. Don't worry about the part you can't do. Do the part we can. We need to be better fathers because the world is ugly out here, and they're training our children to be violent criminals on these video games. Most of these games are pretty violent and pretty gruesome. But as men, we need to find things to do to channel some of that anger, some of that frustration, some of that loneliness. Talk to our children. Ask them what's going on, how they're doing, you know? And whatever they're trying to do, if you have teenage children, ask them what they want to do. And you try to mold them to whatever that path is, you know? You try to help them navigate it. I see I got one person in here. Where you from? It's Nashville here, talking about fathers being good men, being good fathers to your children. You know, we need good fathers out here because the world is getting real ugly real fast. And if men stand up and do our job, all right, good deal. Ann Arbor, Michigan, what's up now? But if the world stand up and we all take stewardship over what God gave us, our children, and be men to them, and the best we can. Some of us not in the home, and some of us are. If you are or are not, you still can be a good father to your children. Don't let the world change your children into something that you could do something about. Because every man could do something. If you're a part of their lives, you could do something about your children's lives. Be a better parent to your child. But I'm talking about men, but women, if you're on here too, you can be a better mother. But right now I'm addressing men and the problem we have with men and the absentness of fathers. We need fathers in the home. We need them somewhere close to their children, touching them, molding them, teaching them something, guiding them, navigating them through life. No, we're not gonna talk about any of that, man. That's all good, man. But it's all good. But we're talking about men being better fathers to their children. You know, stand up and give them some knowledge, give them some guidance, some support. You know, because worldwide, it's a worldwide problem, absolutely. So I'm just on here addressing it. If we all get on here and go home and be a better parent to our children, a bearded man, yes. Shout out to the bearded man. But we're talking about being better fathers to our children because our children are being brainwashed by these video games. And a lot of times it goes unnoticed. Or by the time you do notice, it's too late. They're already programmed. Hey, y'all hit them likes up while y'all in here. But if all men stood up and be better fathers to our children and be a part of their lives, you know, teach them something, you know? People rather talk about a lot of stuff. You're absolutely right, but we need to talk to our children. Address them before you scold them or put them down. Hey, how are you doing? How's your day? What's going on with you? You know, it costs no money and it helps them. It helps. The kind words that you give your children may be the only kind words they done heard all day or the only nice words. So we got to try to do better as parents. But I'm addressing the men. We need more men in our children's lives. We got to stand up and be real men out here because we're failing as fathers. Not saying everybody, but the world is failing because we all need to do better as parents, you know, especially if you have children and teenage, school-age children. You got to put something into them, you know, pour something in, give them some good guidance, some good wisdom. You know, if you're at a certain age, you done learn something that you can teach them. Teach them something. Teach them something that's gonna help them. Them video games are not gonna help them. And it, just if the kids are anything like my son, it's a lot of hollering going on. And I know behind closed doors some cursing. All right, all right. It's a gamble either way. You right, but it's a good gamble, especially if they're your children. It's a gamble you can't lose if you impute something into their brain, you know, to help them throughout their journey in life. You know. Yep. Everybody make mistakes, but we, as a part of trying to correct the mistakes, be there for them. You know, challenge them to be better. Don't challenge them or just let them be whatever they've been doing. Do something different. What's up, OG? What's going on with you? You're just on here talking about, you know what I'm saying? We need more men in the household and more men to be fathers to their children and stand up. It's time. Hey, the world needs men in their children's lives. Hit them likes up while y'all in here. But I'm just on here talking about, you know what I'm saying, the men and women. We need good women in children's lives too. Not saying that all men or all women are bad. I'm just saying we could do better. I can do better. You can do better. Everybody can do better. Nice beard, appreciate you. You know what I'm saying. But I'm just on here talking about children need fathers in their lives. It's very important. We already know children love mother, but we need children to love fathers just as much as mothers. We need to make that a normal thing. Show these young men it's not to be men. It's not. It's okay to be men out here. It is okay to be a real man out here because you know, because the only thing your children gonna really remember what you do for them is the time you spend with them. They're not gonna remember anything you pay for, you buy, any of that stuff. They're gonna remember, hey, I remember we went such and such or whatever. You know, they're gonna remember that time. As a bad father. Is there a bad father question? No. The question is, the topic is, we need more men in our children's lives. It's no topic of men are bad or women are bad. No. I'm just saying we need more men to stand up and take the position of manhood and be men in their children's lives. Yeah, that's what it is, you know. It's about time that somebody tell these men, hey, you're a role model whether you know it or not. Somebody looking up to you. My mother was my father and my mother, she raised me. She pretty cool. I'm not saying that mothers can't raise fathers, but can't raise men. But one thing I can tell you, for sure, a mother can't give her son no masculine energy. She cannot do that. She can do the best she can, but she cannot give him masculine energy, and she can't. Little boys need something to identify with. The world is full of hate, drugs, and greed. Absolutely. Everybody. I heard a young man like 20-some years, or like 21, 22. He told me, I ain't listening to nobody if they ain't got no money. I said, boy, that's a dangerous statement. That's very dangerous. If everything motivated by money, you're gonna be in a world of trouble if that's the only thing you're gonna follow. Hey, y'all hit them likes up. We on here talking about we need more men in our children's lives. I'm not saying that men are out here doing bad, but we can do better as people. I'm not saying if your children in your life or if they're not in your life. If they're not in your life, you need to find them and be a part of their lives because they need you. Just joining the convo seems provoking. It is. It's cool. We're talking about men being more fathers to their children. You know, children need these men in their lives. You know, they need the masculine energy. They need the motivation, and they need the template. If it's a young man, he need a template of what a man looks like, what he acts like, how he performs, how he moves about the world. You know, because a lot of kids don't have a template. The TV is their template. You have no children to mentor. That's cool, Crystal. How you doing today? That's cool. But you can mentor somebody else's children. The world is full of children, fatherless and motherless. But I'm a male and I'm talking about men out here. Men, we need to do better. Most men are not ready to be fathered. Well, whether they're ready or not, that's not the topic. If you have children, being ready is too late for that part, you know? If you have children, just be a part of their lives. See what's going on with them. Talk to them. See where their mind's at. You know, a lot of people don't even talk to their children. I've been around people and they don't. They walk right. Hey, how are you doing? That's as far as they get the whole day with their children. I'm like, wow. Men, ages have been talked bad about for years. But hey, I know they talk bad about men and all that stuff, but I'm not here to bash no men. I'm not here to down nobody. I'm just saying, I'm here to say we can do better. Everybody can use some kind of improvement in fatherhood or in parenting or mentoring. You know, if you don't have no children and you're mentoring somebody's children, hey, I'm pretty sure you can do better in some kind of way. You know, even if you're killing it out there. I'm not saying some people are killing it. It's some things you probably overlooking that the child is doing that you probably can correct him. You know, it's ways you can improve. Because if you was killing it to the point you didn't need no help, the world will be better. I mean, everybody's probably killing it. I'm not saying they're not, but we need more fathers to stand up and be men. We need to see more dads at football games, more dads coaching, more dads mentoring, and more dads out here getting healthy. Get yourself in shape. You can't be there for your kids if you out of shape. Get yourself in shape. Make yourself look good. Exercise, be healthy, you know? Get yourself in shape. We need more dads to get out here and stand up. Get out here and be active in your kids' life. Be active in somebody's life, you know? As an adult, I can say I needed to make representation. All right, good deal. You have too much masculine energy. Yeah, that masculine energy, you gotta know how to curve it. You know what I'm saying? Because it can be domineering. You gotta know how to. That's why we need men in little young men's lives because we can teach men how to navigate their emotions. That's Men teach young men how to navigate their emotions. They gotta be trained. Because most young men, if they're not trained, they're gonna go through life. They might lose 20 years trying to figure out what they should be doing. By the time they figure out, they're 40. Like they could have had that 20 years ago. As men, we gotta help them. We gotta help. Even if it's not your son, do something good for somebody young. You know what I'm saying? If it's not your daughter, do something good for them, you know? Because we can do better as parents and as leaders of the community. These children need us, and we need to be there for them. Be better people for them, better examples. Real men are monsters. Are monsters. I reckon if you feel that way, but I don't think so. I mean, that's your opinion. You ain't saying nothing wrong, but some of these guys never had it. That's true. I never had a dad, but I believe I'm the best dad in the world. You know why? Because I remember the things I wanted to do with my dad. And I try to do those things with my children. I try to give them that time, try to listen to them, you know, see what's going on with them, try to help navigate their emotions, you know. It's things you can do. I mean, just because you didn't have one, don't mean you can't be a better one. That's the truth. You be the example that your children need, you know? You be the example. You don't have to, if you never had an example, you need to be the example. You know, some people never had a chance, period, but that's not an excuse. Y'all hit them likes up while y'all in here. Yeah, we need more stand-up people out here in the world trying to be good leaders, good men, and good pillars of the community, you know? Because a lot of people just laying down doing anything, just letting the world just run over them because if the world come with this idea, hey, I'm a part of this. The world come with that, I'm a part of that. Who are you? You just, whatever happens, you just a part of that. Y'all hit them likes up in here. We talking about real men. Start with these type of, it starts with these type of, absolutely, absolutely. Because if we're gonna be a better people, we gotta do better. We have to do better. And first of all, to do better, you gotta change the way you think, the way you process it. If it was 4 panes in the window, in the middle of it is a cross, and a person was in each one of those panes, and a wreck was in the middle of that cross, everybody would see the wreck, but everybody would see it different. So You gotta, the way you look at it and the way you process it is the way you're gonna handle it. You know, we need good, wholesome conversation to where we can move the needle forward for the whole community, for the world. We need men to stand up, be men. It's time. We're too old to be wearing pajamas out in public, bonnets. Shave, brush your teeth, wash your face, groom yourself, you know? Be an example to young men, young women. Hey, y'all hit them likes up while y'all in here. We're talking about men being good pillars of the community, good fathers, you know, good examples for their children, for their offspring. Y'all excuse me, I had to drink a little coffee. It's all good, but just on here in Nashville trying to see what's going on with everybody, talking about we need good men in the community, in children's lives, because we're failing at an alarming rate, because our children are being programmed by GTA and Call of Duty and all the rest of the stuff that's not it's super violent. And they're not teaching them nothing but a bunch of nonsense. But most men, I know y'all out here killing it. This is a message just to inspire you and others. Inspire somebody, say, hey man, if that's your friend, your cousin, your buddy, hey, you can do better with your kids, man. Find a way that's comfortable, because it's hard to approach people trying to tell them, give them advice about parenting, you know, because you can't tell anybody anything. You're asking for trouble with, as soon as you fix your mind trying to tell somebody something, you asking for a lot of trouble. So we just need to be better people to our children. You know, our children need us. They need us to be good parents, good leaders, good role models. Because somebody looking up to you, if you don't know it or not, you're a role model to your children. Whether you're a good one or not is another story, but we need men to be better men to our children. You know, be better fathers, you know. Even if you're killing it, you can do something better. I'm not saying that you're not a good father. I'm just saying be a good role model. Teach them something. Some men are stuck. That's true. But just because they're stuck don't mean they can't get unstuck. Now, we know that. Just because you stuck, God can change you. And let's make it normal for men to be healthy. You don't have to eat everything, and exercise don't kill nobody. I'm not trying to brag, but get yourself in shape. Get yourself in shape so you can be there for your kids. Get yourself in shape. Do some kind of exercise. Eat healthy. You know, teach your children that. You know, longevity is very important if you're looking for it, because most people are living for right now. And right now is cool. But if you really look at it, there's no such thing as right now. I've been trying to catch now for 40 some years. There's only past and future. Right now, before I even say it, is over. It's never now. But that's here nor there. Be better parents to your children. You know, you are what you eat. You're absolutely right. I'm back. What's up, Tristan? How you doing? Solid word of advice. I'm trying to give the word of advice. You know, hit them likes up while y'all in here. I'm talking about men need to be better fathers to their children. We all got to stand up. It's time to stand up. Time to stand up and do what we should do as leaders, as fathers, as good stewards over our children, you know? Teach them something, spend time with them, get to know them. Do you even know your children? But I have to go. All right, go to the practice, Tristan. Have a good day, man. Do you even know your children? Hit them likes up while you're in here. Get to know them. Teach them something. Spend time with them. If you just run into the store, take them with you. The video game sounds good, like it's entertaining them, but it's programming them. You program them. Get them on your program. I'm pretty sure your program is better than what they're getting programmed to be. I'm pretty sure. If you're a parent, I'm pretty sure whatever your program is better than whatever programming they're on. So let's be better parents to our children. I'm not excluding the women, but I'm talking to men right now, you know? Just be better men to our children, you know? Because they need us. They need us in a bad way, because it's set up for them to fail out here in more ways than in more ways than I can imagine. It's set up for them to fail. So we have to teach them. And the only way we can teach them effectively is spend time with them. If you spend time, even if you haven't spent time in a long time, it might be a little uncomfortable because they used to playing the game or whatever they used to doing, and you're gonna have to bond again with them. But spend some time and teach them something, impute some knowledge that you know. I'm pretty sure you got some kind of knowledge in your tool shed up there that you can impute in some young man or some young woman. I did cross country middle school. Okay, that's what's up. Okay, dads are very important. See, we discounting dads. We need all the dads we can to stand up and be dads. Even if you got a difficult child's mother, do the best you can to be a dad for your child because they'll appreciate it in the end. Apple still sharp and still need to build each other up. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Most people, well, I ain't gonna say most, it's a lot of people out here that want to shun you for what you doing, but they're afraid to do it. Don't ever make fun of somebody who will reach heights that you're afraid to even attempt to even try. That makes no sense. It's gonna be uncomfortable. You're right. The conversations be uncomfortable, but you got to start somewhere. Even with your physical, even if you're trying to get physically in shape, you got to start somewhere. You just can't wake up and say, hey, I'm gonna get myself together. No, you can't. You gotta start somewhere. So with that being said, we're talking about being better men to our children. Go out and exercise, walk with them, take a walk with them, go to the park. You know, don't always take them to McDonald's or wherever. Do something healthy, holistic, something that y'all can build off of and look back and say, hey, remember we went to whatever it was. Because kids remember. You might not think they're watching. They watching and they listening to every move. Especially if you're a man and you have little boys, every day they watching to see your weakness. They watching you. Cause they gonna try you when the time is right. So you need to try to build them up and try to teach them, put some good knowledge in their head. Because the video games and their friends, you can hang that up. If you think they're gonna help them, right. That's the best I can tell you, right. But we can stand up as men and be better men to our children. Hit them likes up while y'all in here. We're talking about being good men to our children, good, better fathers, good pillars of the community. You know, stand up guys. What a stand up guy. What a men that stand up in here. All my men stand up. That's what it is. That's what time is stand up. Today is the day we stand up. Take a stand. It's your time. It's your time to shine because you're going to shine if you're doing what you're supposed to do. It's God's plan to be the man that you're supposed to be. Be a part of your community. Be a strong part of your community. You know what I'm saying? Wherever that community is, I don't know what part of the world you're on, but you can be a good leader, a good role model as a man. And if you're being a good leader to your children, other children are watching, they see it. And you might motivate their dad to be a better father. Because hey, I seen Johnny's dad and him doing, hey dad, can you mind? See, motivation. You never know. You can inspire somebody from a distance. Just be a good person. Be a good leader. Be a good dad. Be a good father. Or be a good father figure. Be a good friend. Don't be their homeboys. Be their friend. Because you want to always keep the lines of communication open with your children. You don't want to ever be too big to where they can't come and tell you something. Because what they have to tell you might save their life. You don't ever want to be too big. Always have a safe place for them. As a man, if you have a son, he needs a safe place with a man, and it's best with you. With you, he can come and try to navigate some of this stuff that they're failing in. They're all the obstacles they gotta overcome. Because it's traps every corner out here. Absolutely, we got to take responsibility and accountability for our actions because I'm not pointing the finger at nobody. I'm not saying you're doing it right. I'm not saying you're doing it wrong. I'm just saying you can do better. I can do better. I plan on doing better, you know? But it was on my heart and on my mind. I wanted to make this video and let the world know that we need more men to stand up in their children's lives, you know, and be a part of their lives. Y'all hit them likes up. I appreciate y'all coming through, stopping through, you know what I'm saying, checking us out. But it was on my heart real heavy to tell men to be good fathers to your children, you know, because the world is an ugly place. And they have nothing but video games, social media, all these platforms that's not so holy. That's a good word to put it. I mean, I'm not trying to bash nobody, trying to put nobody down because that's their business and we on our own business over here. Our business over here is trying to build a community. We ain't trying to tear nothing down. We ain't trying to break nothing. We trying to uplift, motivate, inspire you. We ain't trying to break nothing over here. Only thing we trying to break is the internet once we get on the road, you know what I'm saying? We got a little fire blowing right now, but once it get on fire, even the wind gonna help us. You know how forest fires do, you know? But it's all gonna be positive over here. We trying to uplift somebody, trying to teach you something. Hey, ain't nothing but positive vibes over here. Hit them likes up. And where y'all from out there? You know, it's Nashville here. Talking about these men being better men to their children. I know most of y'all at work. I'm just taking a break right here. Get on here to talk to y'all about being a good man to your, being a good father to your children. You know, we all can do better. We all can do better. You know, I hope y'all out there killing it in the father game and in the mother game as well, because it's a lot of great mothers and a lot of great fathers out there. I'm not saying that nobody's out here doing anything wrong. I'm just saying you can do better, because everything we do can be tweaked. Us granddad too. Yeah, what's up? This granddaddy. That's all good. Just be better be better men to your children and in the children's lives, you know, because they need you. They need you in a big way, because it's too many obstacles they got to overcome. Too many traps. It's a lot of things that'll trip them up out here for no reason. Hit them likes while y'all in here. Hey, don't be scared to do something you know that's in you and the right thing. And the right thing to do is be there for your kid. Your kid needs you, man. Most people, kid yearning for your love, and if you're not giving it to them, you probably yearning for their love as well. You're probably depleted as well because you need their love and they need yours as well. It ain't just like one person. We're here as people on this earth for each other. And as an older gentleman, I supposed to give knowledge back to younger people. It turns to hate. Not necessary. Everything don't turn to hate. It depends on how you look at it, you know? And hate is a strong action word. We don't want to promote none of that hate stuff over here, but it's all about being better dads to your children, you know? This is the topic of the day. Be a better dad to your children. And hit that like button while y'all in here. You know, people open. You're right. People won't open their eyes out here, and they not ready to receive growth and knowledge. But we're gonna pray for them and hopefully one day we know God will change them. He can change them. You know what I'm saying? If they're ready to change and receive Him. But we're gonna stay faithful and try to do what we can for our children and the children in our community. You know, that's all we can do. Our part. Cause it's gonna be some people to where this is amazing. This is amazing, my man. Greetings. What's up, Turkey? How you doing? Yeah, we're just talking about fathers need to be better fathers to their children, you know. Even if you're killing it in the game of fatherhood, you can do a little better. You can always make things better. You know what I'm saying? You can build better friend, a better father, better role model. Spend more time, do things for them. I'm not saying nobody's doing anything wrong. I am saying, as a parent, as a father, as a man, I have a responsibility. And that responsibility is to look out for the younger ones under me, to teach them something, to impute some knowledge into their data banks. Because for one, it's too many older men out here tricking young men and telling them things that's not going to help them in no part of their life. Because we're a community of people, and we need to respect our community, regardless wherever you live at. Respect your community. It's yours. If you live in a community that's not so cash driven, that's okay. But respect where you live at. That's all you have to do. Just respect where you live at. And as an older man, you got to teach the young ones to respect where you live at or wherever you go. Respect where you go. Have some respect. Carry yourself with respect. Teach respect because you're a role model, especially for us older men. We got to teach the youth, some respect. Carry yourself with respect. Dress like a grown dadgum man. Don't be wearing tennis shoes every day. Dress like a dadgum man. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself physically in shape. Dress like a dadgum man. You don't have to always look like your kids. I see more daddies looking like their sons, looking like they ready to go play basketball, ready to go do something, and just know what I'm saying. Teach them something. It's all about teaching them something, educating them, be good to them. Because they need you out here. There's a lot of dads out here failing, and a lot of them out here killing it. So if you out here killing it, and you know somebody that's not doing so well, help them out. How's it going, brother?
Man, that's good.
All right, just doing a little YouTube.
Okay.
It's all good, man. Just talking about, know what I'm saying, we need more better dads out here.
Oh yeah.
Even if they killing it, know what I'm saying, hey, we can do better.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. I heard that you're saying that's so true.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'm gonna teach a lot of people too. Everybody want to do YouTube, but you just gotta start. And the smartest thing to do, hey, y'all hold on for a second. The smartest thing to do, get away from people
Right.
because they're gonna try to talk you out of it.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. I just want to speak to you,
All
brother.
right, man. All right. You
All
doing
right.
a good job, man.
All right. Appreciate you. Well, I just had to speak to somebody. I'm out here in the park, you know what I'm saying? Here in Nashville. I don't know what part of the world y'all in, but this is amazing beard, my man. All right. But I was just telling, hey, what's going on, EF? How you doing? Just like telling everybody, be better men to your children, Be a good pillar to the community. It don't matter if you're in a rich neighborhood or a cash-driven, cash-stricken neighborhood. If you're a man, teach the youth to respect where you at, where you live at. Pick up the trash. Don't throw no trash down. Be good people. Just be good people. It costs nothing. You got to process being mean and ugly. Being nice come natural. You got to process doing something ugly to somebody or mean. It just don't come natural. Not for me. I don't know about nobody else. You got to process that stuff. But y'all hit them likes up. I appreciate y'all stopping through. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to be better people to our children. They looking up to us. And sometimes we're failing. We let that TV and that video game and that computer be the babysitter. And those things are access to everything they got no business. And they gravitate to the worst. Most of the time, they want to hear the cussing. They want to hear all the violence and all the other stuff because I guess it's attractive for a young man. But if you're a father and you're a leader, you need to try to curb that appetite from some of that stuff that they've been programmed to put in their brain. Spend some time, take them fishing, take them camping, hiking, walking. Talk to your children, speak to them. I've seen people don't even speak to their children. I mean, they speak to them as far as they get. There's no conversation throughout the day that they're not important, and that's sad. We have to do better as people, especially as men. Excuse me, men, we have a job to do. We have a job to do because If you're a man and you haven't been doing the job that you was set out to do, it's time for you to put your big boy pants on and do your job. We all need you. The community needs you. Your children need you. The world needs you. Respect is big thing. As long as you have someone around you with some sense. That's true. I'm not saying that, no, I'm saying that nobody is doing anything wrong. I'm talking about the men that can get out here and touch their children, the men that can get out here and be a part of their children's lives, the men that can make a difference in their children's lives. Those men I'm talking to. It's not always applicable for everybody, but the men that can get out here and make a difference, hey, that's what I'm talking to. You can do better. And if you're a woman, you think you should do better, I'm pretty sure you can do better, but I'm not addressing you today. Today is about the men only, because that's what I see, the need, a strong need. We need men in the household, men around their children, men teaching their children how to be men. Just most children don't even know what a template of a man looks like. The TV show them, but that's not what a man is. Not at all, you know? Because, not saying that the anatomy is not right. The anatomy of a man is on TV, yes. But how he operates, most of that stuff on TV, give a man real life problems in this real life world. It don't work that way. I promise you. Hit them likes up. I appreciate y'all stopping through. We talking about real men in this world, standing up for their children. Real men stand up in here. That scared a lot of them out there, but it's okay. The 11 people that's in here, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? If it was one of, if it was 1,000, I appreciate each and every one of you. You know, this is a cool, fun channel. It's an educational channel. It's gonna teach you something, inspire you. It's all here to just, know what I'm saying, motivate you. What's up, Terrence? How's it going? Y'all hit them likes up while you in here. I'm new to this YouTube thing, but hey, I'ma get it. And it's all positive over here. It's motivational. This channel here is for me and you. If you started with me at the beginning, when it blow up, you can say, hey, I was there from the very first start, and I appreciate you. So, I'm just on here talking about men being better men to their children, you know. Have a plan throughout the day, throughout the week. Have a plan that you want to execute with your children. Say, hey, I want to do X, Y, Z. I want to take them to the park. I want to go on a hike, bike ride, or a boat ride, whatever. Some kind of hobby, some kind of craft. If you're a tradesman, teach them your trade. You know, I know a lot of men are tradesmen. They got a lot of skills and a lot of trades. Even if your son or daughter or whatever don't want to take up the family business, at least they have knowledge of it, you know? Because you never know where they'll end up. Just spend time, teach them something. Impute some knowledge in them. Encourage them. Motivate them. You know? Cultivate them, you know? Because if they're teenagers, they're getting ready for the world. So cultivate them into whatever they're trying to, mold them into whatever they're trying to become, you know? Give them a little help along the way. That's our job as men, you know? What are y'all thoughts on it? I mean, I want some feedback. I just got on here and just had that on my heart, and just want men to be better men to their children. Because we all can do better in some kind of way or another. Well, I done attracted a crowd, and I'm gonna find me another little quiet spot to go to. I'm gonna get back on here in about 10 minutes. I appreciate everybody who was on here, and I'll be back on here very shortly. Thank y'all for tuning in.